Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television GPTV. I'm Brett. In my hands is Deluge #1, the latest release from Ignition Press. Now we did a review of like the first look of this, the cold open issue, I think it was. That gave us a tease as to what we can expect for Deluge, and I liked it. I thought it was really solid horror, and I was intrigued to see kind of where it all goes because we generally got an idea of what's going on, but not complete with the details. So it's written by Cullen Bunn, illustrated by Marika Cresta, and colored by Ronda, Pattison, lettered by Andworld Design. So the basic concept is that there is this prison it's a correctional facility for women, and there's this big storm, the water's rising, and basically the prison's flooding. But with the storm comes something deadly, something is in there, not quite sure exactly what. So what was outside is now inside, and might be killing off prisoners. Water's rising, of course it's a prison, so doors are locked, kind of difficult sort of situation. They're not, they obviously don't have weapons, the guards do, but it's going to be interesting. So I like it. I really like the issue. I think it's an intriguing concept, intriguing series. What I particularly like about this issue is it is a not really slow build. So that's not quite accurate. Instead, it introduces us to the characters. It gives us background on a lot of characters. We get to know them. We can kind of maybe have some thoughts on them, good or bad, whatever. And then it gets to the end and just boom, bomb is dropped. It's the horror movie after that first kill, but the first kill is out in the open in front of everyone and comes out of nowhere. So this should be intriguing. I'm going to be kind of fascinated to see where this goes, how it series plays out. I'm really going with a bunch of prisoners, kind of in a maze-like structure that's hard to get around, and they don't know exactly all the ways to get to safety, being hunted by these monsters or whatever. It's intriguing. It's really intriguing. I like the concept. I like the setting. To me, it feels like something somewhat new. I would say familiar concept in a new setting is the best way to really kind of go about it. The art is good, and what I like about the art is, again, it's this slow build isn't the right way to put it. And Calm Before the Storm feels like too much of a cheesy line. But it builds on everything. We get to know everyone. We get to know the characters. It really focuses on that. And then, the flooding happens relatively quickly. This is not a small thing. A levee breaks and then the prison just starts getting flooded. And then the monster just kind of comes out of nowhere at some point. This isn't a... it's not something that feels like the tension's completely going and building and building and building. It's more a disaster film of maybe the beginnings of the Poseidon adventure where you knew they were screwed, something bad's happening, but it's not quite that moment where you're totally tense, wondering what's going to happen, knowing something's going to happen. Throughout this, I'm just okay, water's rising, they can probably maybe get to higher levels of the prison, that tension's not quite there. So I'll call it the jump scare, hits a little bit better because you're a bit more at ease. I think it's actually a really interesting way of going about it. I like it. If you like horror, if you like monster stuff, if you like the concept of a monster stalking prisoners in a prison, there's something cool about it. You can go get this. It's out in shops. We got a link beneath our video. Put in your zip code to tell the comic shops near you. No shop, no problem. We have some links where you can purchase your own. There'll be affiliate links, so you get a small percentage. By doing that, you'll support our site. But just watch our video, support us as always, so thank you as well. If you're into comics, check us out every day at graphicpolicy.com. And of course, we're on Facebook, TikTok, Mastodon, Threads, Blue Sky, all at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. Till next time, keep reading those comics and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games. you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.